twice as cold, twice as close. A cosmic trap for Earth. If the sun were to suddenly become twice as cold but twice as close, Earth would transform into a frozen wasteland straight out of a post-apocalyptic thriller. At first glance, it might seem like the proximity would compensate for the loss of heat, but in the realm of stellar physics, the math is far more ruthless. 1. The physics of the freeze. The surface of the sun currently sits at about 5,500 degrees Celsius. Cutting that temperature in half to roughly 2,750 degrees Celsius would turn our brilliant yellow star into a dim, moody red dwarf. According to the Stefan-Boltzmann law, the energy emitted by a star is proportional to the fourth power of its temperature, T to the fourth power. The math: if the temperature drops by half, the sun becomes 16 times weaker in luminosity. Moving Earth twice as close increases the energy received by 4 times, following the inverse square law. The result: 4 times more energy from a source that is 16 times weaker means Earth receives only 25% of its current solar energy. We would plunge into an immediate, permanent ice age. 2. Under a blood-red sky. The visual change would be haunting. The sun would appear twice as large in the sky, but it would no longer be blinding. It would be a massive, deep red disk looming over the horizon. Eternal twilight. Daylight would look like a dim, perpetual evening. Black forest plants evolved to absorb blue and red light. A cool, red sun provides almost no blue light. To survive, plants would likely turn pitch black to absorb every possible scrap of weak infrared energy. 3. Gravitational chaos. Proximity comes with a heavy price: gravity. If the sun were twice as close, the gravitational pull on Earth would be 4 times stronger. A short year. To keep from falling into the sun, Earth would have to orbit much faster. A year would shrink to approximately 130 days. Tidal destruction. The sun's tidal influence on our oceans and crust would increase by 8 times. This would trigger colossal tsunamis and non-stop volcanic eruptions, literally kneading the planet's crust with gravitational friction. 4. Atmosphere and radiation. Red dwarfs are notoriously unstable. While our new sun is colder, it would likely generate violent solar flares. Being twice as close, Earth would be slammed by solar winds that could strip away our atmosphere, especially since our magnetic field would already be struggling with the increased solar proximity. Summary: we would find ourselves on a frozen, earthquake-ridden rock, hurtling around a giant, dim red orb. The oceans would freeze over with kilometers of ice, and life would only survive in the deep sea near geothermal vents.